everybody. Welcome to my channel, Stitching is Elementary. My name is Cara Lee, and this is Floss tube number, hold on, I wrote it down because it's been a while, 77. Yeah, it's been like probably over a month since I last filmed, and I had to go back and look at my last floss tube, which I don't normally do, just to see what I worked on, because I have been working on a little bit of everything. I've been in one of those wanting to start everything and wanting to stitch on everything mood. So I've got a lot I've stitched on, but not a lot done on any of them. Now I'm starting to get to the point where I want to work on something and try to get like a good chunk done. So we'll see if I do that. Today is, what is today? Thursday, May 29th, and I am on summer break now. So a little personal update. I'm on summer break. I'm a teacher, if you have not watched before. And Tuesday was our last day of school. So the kids' last day was last Friday. Then we had the weekend, Memorial Day, and then our last day just to clean everything up. And everything was Tuesday and Wednesday, but if you were done on Tuesday, you didn't have to come back on Wednesday. So I did not. I did move rooms, but I am not a classroom teacher. I am a math specialist, so I do, where I pull kids out and do small group math instruction. And so I just have a little desk and a little bookcase, so it wasn't much to move. So anyway, I'm already really getting the swing of summer. I slept till 8:10 this morning, which rarely happens. Like during school, I'm up at 5 or 5:30. So I couldn't believe when I woke up and it was so late. And I didn't even go to bed late last night. So anyway, so I am on summer break. So I'm making all kinds of plans to get lots of things done. So today I have no finishes that I can remember for you. But I have a bunch of whips, some plans, a bunch of haul. And then I have a little bit of quilty stuff at the end that I will share. I got a quilt back from the quilter, and I have some plans for starting a new quilt, which I should not be doing. And I have quilty haul as well. And I think that's, oh, and I was at a stitching retreat this past weekend before Memorial Day. I took off the last 2 days of school and went to a stitching retreat at Boxcar Quilts in Texas with some new, really. One lady I knew fairly well, but the rest were all new friends. So anyway, it was fun. So I'll talk about that at the end, and I'll show you some things we got and kind of talk about what we did. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I went back and watched my last video. So I'm going to show you first like what I had shown in that video and the very teeny bit I've worked on it since. So you know, if you watched me before, I try to do stitching on certain days of the month. I try to stitch on certain things like on 30th and the 31st and the 13th, I stitch on Halloween, and usually I try to keep it one project and try to finish that one is the idea before I start a new one. And then on the 21st, I have a spring project. On the 27th, I stitch on something in memory of my dad. On the 29th, I stitch on something for my birthday. Anyway, I did pretty well in April. I was trying to get back to it, and I completely forgot about it in May. May is so busy, I'm sure as a parent, but also as a teacher. It's like just crazy tiring busy because you're finishing up work and the kids are all crazy because you're not really, you know, sticking with your routines as much, and there's field day and awards, and it's just crazy. So I completely forgot about it till yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, I did not do any of my monthly stitching. So I pulled out the one for my dad because that's on the 27th, and I got some in on that one, but I just have to get back to it on June. Okay, so this is a monthly stitch. This is the 21st, like for spring, and it's spring moon. And I did not stitch it on it May 21st, but after I showed it last time, I got a little more done. I got the moon done. So it's Plum Street Sampler Spring Moon. And I am not sure what I'm stitching it on. I think I said last time it is on 36 count baked clay. This might be that. I'm not sure. But I pulled similar to called for colors from my stash. So there are my colors. There's some color in cotton, some Victorian mottos, some DMC. There's the fabric. And then I just got a little more. I didn't have the moon complete last time, so I just completed the moon. So there it is. Is that how it goes? Yeah. And some little doodads off to the side. So yeah, I mean, at least I got a little bit more done. But other than that, I totally forgot about it. Okay, and then this is the one I'm stitching for my dad. He died a couple years ago, and he loved looking at houses. That was like his favorite pastime, which I know sounds kind of strange. And we lived in Erie, so it was very wintry all the time. So anyway, I had chose this one to do. It is Winter Rose Manor. And he liked red. Red was one of his favorite colors. See, I haven't hooped because I was doing it. So I've been working on just getting the outside border done, which I'm almost done with. And I am using Vicki Clayton's silks, her silk pack for this. But I did change out the pink for the house because it was more of a peachy color and I wanted it more pinky to Yummy Lane, it's called. So I think it's a very light pink. And we'll see when I get started in the house if I like that or not. But yeah, so basically, I think I started about here and I got all these flowers done. The green vine was already done, so I'm just stitching the flowers. So I have like 3 more to do up here. And then I'm done with the border, and then I can start on the inside of the house. Oh my gosh, I can't hold on to anything. Okay, so yeah, I'm up here, so I just have like 3 or 4 more to do there, and then I'll be done. So one thing I don't like about these Amazon bags is bigger stuff, number one, doesn't fit in them very well. And also they slide all over the place. So when you're trying to pile stuff for Floss tube, they slide all over. Okay. Okay, and then this is my daughter's wedding sampler. I'm supposed to be working on the 10th of the month on this. It is Sampler Lovely Birds by Happy Mood Point on Etsy. And last time I only got a teeny bit done on this. I really need to be better. I was saying I was going to do a stitch a day. Well, I did for about a week, and then that was that. So last time I just had this bird started. So I'm almost done with that big bird. But otherwise, that's all I worked on. So I should work on it every day in June because June is her anniversary month. Maybe that's what I'll do. Work on it just a teeny bit at least every day in June. Probably forgotten that I was making it at this point. Okay, and then I love this bag. This bag is from Starry Owl Stitchery. I forget the name of the line, but it's so pretty. And this is holding my Strength Quaker style. And I literally just got, like, I think a row of stitching done on this one. I love this one, though. I really need to work on it more. Okay, so I think I was, like, here, and I got that and that done. So not much. I want to finish this year, so I need to get back to this. Okay, so by December, I should have it done. So what I should do, I think, is make a copy of it and like divide it into the amount of time I have, so I know how much I have to do. But that one's a fun one to work on because it's just one color, and it's that 2-strand Weeks floss in coal, I think. Yeah, it's the Weeks 2-strand, and it's in coal, and so it's just easy. And I'm wondering if one is going to be enough. I'm probably going to need another one. Okay, and then I also did work a little bit more on my Hannah Atwater, My Mama Loves You GB. Not a lot, but I got a bunch of flowers put in. So last time I didn't have any of these flowers put in, or the white on this guy, or any of this down here. So I got all the flowers and all the little doodads and stuff put in down there. I just had the outline like this before. So, you know, that's not terrible. And then I did not bring over my Heloise. I actually do have more in that done. I don't know why I didn't bring it over. I was going to work on that more today. Maybe I'll go grab it here real quick. Because I did actually, I think I worked on more. I didn't show it last time, but I think I did work on more. Hold on one sec. Okay, here's Heloise. It's in a stitch folk bag got a long time ago. And this is Heloise Cornu 1896. And I have never seen anybody else working on this. But I started this years ago for a birthday start because I just love these big pink flowers. And then I had to restart it on different fabrics. I think I started it on 40 count. I'm using the Soie d'Alger because there's only 10 colors, looks like. Really pretty colors. And so here I've been working on the flowers on the top row, and this is on, I think, Cream and Sugar, Fiber on a Whim Cream and Sugar. But so I'm working across the row. And obviously here's the last one I've done. Let me see, how many are there? So a set of 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another set of 3. So let's see what I have. So set of 3, 1, 2, 3. So I have one more single flower to do, which I think I'm starting here. Get to that bunch, that rose bunch, and then there'll be the 3 like that's at the other end, and then that'll be the top border done. So then I think I'm going to go down and start on the letters a little bit and do like a letter and then a little bit more of like the side borders and just start working around like that. So once I have this done, I think I'll start on letters, but do like a letter, then do a little bit of this, then a letter, and a little bit of this, and just kind of do it that way. But I just think the colors are so, so pretty. And this is by Reflet de Soie. I don't know how you say that. I did take French in high school, which has totally not served me in school because in school everybody speaks Spanish or Portuguese. So every now and then we get a little Haitian person and they speak French, and it helps me a teeny bit, but not much. If you don't use it, you lose it, and I have pretty much lost it. Okay, so that's all my monthly stitching. Let's see what else. Now just regular whips. So this is a restart. I'm in the Teresa Kogut Patreon group, and she has hometown sale going on, and she gives a different part of it each month. And this was my first initial start on this pretty fabric. I need to pull it out because I think this is needle and flax something. So I decided I didn't want it on the brown, though. I decided I wanted it on a blue. I love this fabric, but I just wanted it on a blue. There. So I restarted it on, where is it? Thought I had the paper. Well, first I converted, it was all in DMC except for one color, I think. So I converted it all to Weeks Dye Works. Yes, here's my whole little conversion. That's all the floss. And I'm doing a Markup XP on my phone. I have Markup XP on my iPad, but I realized I was never using it because I watch FlossTube while I stitch on my iPad. So then I'm like, I want to be able to watch FlossTube, so I don't want to have it on Markup XP. So I repaid and I got it on my phone, and I'm liking it so much better. Well, let's see what it says I have done. So I am just still working on the first month, January, because I restarted. And it says I have 26.65% done on January. And I know I went into a little bit of February's. And this is a Roxy Flossco fabric, but I can't find the paper with the name on it right now. It's in here somewhere. But here is my progress. I've got the tree done, and I'm just working on the house there, that first house. This is just a pretty variegated bluish gray fabric. It's going to be like a brown and tan house. That little bird up there on the top. Here's the whole piece. It's very wrinkled. And then here are all the flosses. A lot that I converted it to. I think I changed the blue because the blue was too close to this fabric. Like it was almost this exact color, so I brightened up the blue a little bit, but yeah. So I've been wanting to work on that a lot. In fact, I got some house fabric to make a project bag for it. Here it is. I'll show you. I didn't love it as much once I got it, but I'm still going to use it, I think. It is Patriotic Summer by Beth Albert, and it's just like a house print, which I thought was cool. And then I got this, like, thought I might do this for the top of the project bag. Yeah, although I'm not sure it really goes that great, but it was part of the collection, so I don't know, we'll see. I didn't love it as much once I got it, but so I might pick like maybe a cute gingham or plaid that goes with the house color, maybe. It's upside Yeah, I'm just thinking that here. Whoop, upside down. Maybe like a brown or a tan gingham, or even a green, because there's a lot of green in there. That would be cute. Okay, so I've done that for a bit. And then, what's this? Oh, this one's so fun. So in the summer, I always feel like watching Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. So I'm in the midst of a Harry Potter marathon. I think I just finished 4. So I've watched 1, 2, 3, and 4. And while I do that, I've been working on this forever. This is a pattern I was inspired by Julie, Kansas City girl in Colorado, World, long ago. She finished this as a stand-up. I think it was one of the first Floss videos I watched. And it was adorable. So I really want to finish it like that and put it up in my library. But, you know, I'll put it away and not work on it for years. So every summer I seem to work on it a little bit when I watch Harry Potter. I love to work on things that are associated with what I am watching on TV, which is kind of weird. But anyway, this is on an Ada that I hand dyed myself to kind of get the look I wanted. These are a bunch of the DMC. It's just all different colors. But I think I've gotten his little face done. Which, yes, he's so cute. So here, and I'm working on the letter, but it's like so many close colors to get that shading that it's like, ooh, gotta do a lot of marking and be careful. Here he is, but oh, look at his face. I love how it's turning out. I think this is a 14 count Ada. It might be a 16, but I like how that came out, and I'm loving it. All that shading, like, look, you just have to be like so careful. And I know in my letter here I have messed up a little bit, but it's super close, so I'm not worrying about it. Because you do, you know, a few of one color here, and then a couple of another down here, and then some of that one down here, and then it's like to count is just a nightmare. But it's very, I mean, you can't tell. Confetti stitching, that's what it's called. Anyway, so I may stitch on that some more today, because I think I might watch another one today. Okay, and then this is a whip from last year. Oh, this is a little, one of the ladies at the retreat crocheted these teeny little animals, and I thought he was really cute on this bag. I can't remember. Was that you, Shelly? I can't remember for sure who it was. I came in late to the retreat. I mean, a lot of people had already been there. And so when I came to my spot, there's all these little gifts sitting there, and I some of them had names on them. I forgot to put my name on mine, and some people forgot. So anyway, I wasn't totally sure who they were all from, and I broke some of it apart. And anyway, okay. So this is Seaworthy Sampler by Teresa Kogut. And I like to decorate for nautical for the summer. So I started this last summer, and I'm just continuing on. So this is a mystery blue linen. I don't remember where I got it from. Here it is, pretty, nice and wrinkled. And I actually took this on my trip, and I've gotten quite a bit done. So closer here. Before I left, I got all the brown on this sailboat done so I could fill in white while I was talking. So I did get some of the white filled in, but I need to do more. But then I did start on the bottom, and I got part of the bottom done, and now I'm outlining this part so I can fill it in. And I also got a bunch of the vines done. The mermaid and all of this side and the flag and part of the boat was done from last year. And then I should put this down a little bit since I did not bring a board over. Completing the boat, top of the boat and starting the bottom, and all these vines are from this year. So yeah, I'm loving it. It's gonna be so cute. And it's all DMC except for one, which I noticed Teresa Kogut does this a lot. She loves this one hand dyed. It is Tarragon. I think that's the hand dyed she's using on the hometown style as well. But the rest of it's all DMC, and I just left it as DMC. But I think it'll be really pretty when it's done. And then in this one, there's also this little one and this one, which I'd love to do that. My bathroom has mermaids, so I'd love to do that for my bathroom. She's a different, yeah, she's a different mermaid. They're all, yeah, 3 different mermaids. Cute. Be cute to put them all together. Okay. Okay, and then this one is a whip from last year. So this is the Stitching with the Housewives. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like you got 1 per quarter. So you got a spring, summer, winter, and fall. Spring, summer, fall, winter. And the summer I never finished because she always does a berry theme for summer. Well, in my family room, I do all nautical themes. So I really wanted it. And the thing I display this one on is here. So I really wanted it to be nautical. I thought last year, I thought, well, I can't do that. I wouldn't know how to, you know, basically would have to rechart it. Well, this year I was like, I'm going to try. So I did. I'm not going to do the strawberries. So this is what it's supposed to look like. I'm changing all that to nautical things. So we'll see how this goes. What I've started has gone well. Oh, it just keeps, all the little strings keep coming off. I need to sew this or cut it or something. So I went on Etsy and I bought a bunch of nautical type patterns that had all different motifs in them. And I'm just pulling motifs that are about the same size and just fitting it in. So what I first did, instead of the sunflowers and the strawberries on the side, I found these seahorses, and I love how that came out. So the summer is done and the seahorses are done. And can you see my one mistake? I did not notice my mistake till I was doing the seahorses. Give you a minute to look. This M is 1 stitch too high, but everything else is right. So I honestly think I can live with that for just a little summer piece. I am normally not one who can live with any mistakes whatsoever, but that one I think I'm gonna, because this is just gonna, you know, be up for a few months and it's little, and I think I'm gonna live with it. So I think I'm still gonna stitch the houses like they were, but not do all the strawberries on top. I might do some seabirds on top. I found a ship's wheel, this cool like nautical star. So we'll see. I don't know. So this one, I don't even know if it'll get done this summer because I'm changing so much, but it's little, but it's a lot to change. So we'll see. But I'm going to try to work on that all through June while I stitch on Halloween. Like this will be the other one I work on. I'll do like nautical and Halloween. Okay, speaking of Halloween, this is my last whip. This is what I worked on for most of April and May. I just couldn't put it down. I definitely worked on it for the 13th, the 30th, and the 30th of April. There's no 31st, and I think I worked on it more than that. But it is Quaker Halloween by Leela's Studio. And okay, so last time I had all of this done, and I was just starting on this motif. I don't think I started on that one yet. I think I was just starting on this motif right here. So all of this was done from when I put it away last year. And so I got a good bit done, you'll see. So this is, I think this is 16 count Aida I dyed myself. This I started back when I was still stitching on only Aida, which I still stitch on Aida sometimes. I like it, but just not all the time. And here's how much I got done. So I finished this motif, and I think this one too. I think this is what was done beforehand. I finished this, and then I got the whole Witch and the Moon done. So I was working on that at school a lot during my lunch. Yeah, our schedule lightened up a little because we were testing. So when we were done testing, I always seem to have a little bit of extra time. So, and after school, while I'm waiting for dismissal. So anyway, yeah, I was excited. So I'm going to keep working on that through June. And I'll talk more about Stitch Halloween in June at the end here. And this is a bag. I think this is a Dot Dot Goose bag. Or maybe not. Yeah, it is Dot Dot Goose. I think she had this in a couple different colors. Oh, excuse my dog. Hazel, no. The trash is here. Which you can probably see right out the window in here. Hazel, no. Okay, now my new starts. So for, I think it was May 2nd. Did I write it down? Hold on. Okay, I wrote it somewhere. I want to say it's Jason Stitches was doing a halfway to Halloween sale, but let me make sure that's right. Yeah, Jason X Stitches, Cross Stitches, his YouTube channel, Floss YouTube channel. He was gonna do a halfway to Halloween sale, so I thought I will join in on that. And I've been wanting. I bought this with a gift card my husband gave me to 123 Stitch, Poltergeist Pirates, because my bathroom around Halloween, I'm lacking in decorations for my bathroom. If you follow me for a while, I did a whole house tour of all my Halloween decorations last Halloween. So if you want to see it, it's somewhere down on my channel. My daughter helped me, and she did a really good job showing all my decor. I go insane for Halloween, way more than any other holiday. But my bathroom is like aqua blue, like a deep, actually tealy aqua. It's how it was painted when we moved in here, and I just left it. So since it's that color, I kind of put in there mermaids because it kind of goes with it. But for Halloween, I wanted to put pirates in too to make it a little more spooky. So I would like, really, my bathroom walls are like this deep teal color right here. I would love to have this done this year, but here's the problem. This one isn't that fun to stitch because especially these parts, I mean, it's just a ton of confetti stitching to make it look like that, and it's just hard to know where to start. I don't have it on Markup XP, so I have it like just that black and white pattern. I had to tape the whole thing together to figure out even where to start. So it's not the easiest pattern for sure. But I think I'm doing okay. And I ordered this special fabric. It's been hand painted for this design. So it's looking cool. It's just not a super easy stitch. I need a bigger bag for it. I have it in this one, but it's really too small to fit like everything. So here is, let's see, here's all the DMC. It's a ton of DMC. And then there's a whole bunch of, is it petite? Yeah, silk lame braid, petite treasured braid, a whole bunch of that you need for it. And there's buttons and all kinds of stuff. So I definitely need a bigger bag. Like, I can't even close it. But so I did a center start. So I started working right around here, and I'm working on this sail, this ripped sail. The other thing is, though, I don't want to leave this too long because I'm afraid I'll forget like where I am. But here is my progress. And here's the whole piece of fabric. Sorry for the wrinkles, but isn't it cool? It's like hand splattered with paint. And it looks really neat. So I really need to work on that one more. Because it's going to be a lot of not super fun stitching. So I should work on it a little bit here and there to make progress, but we'll see. I should probably assign it a day. But I don't know what day I would assign it. So we'll see. Okay. So that was a new start. And then at the retreat, we all were starting Lily, the Animal Crackers Lily. And this is my first Animal Cracker I've done. And I took what floss I thought I was going to use. I thought I was going to use like a bright pink for her dress and a gray for her band right there. But when I went in, I got there and I just wasn't sure. So I took my fabric into boxcar quilts and I matched up some colors to it, and I decided to do blue because it looked really nice with my fabric. And I love blue. So my fabric is, and it was fun because everybody was stitching it there, and all different, some people were doing like nautical colors or patriotic colors. One lady was doing it teeny tiny over one. It was like this big. It's so cute. It made me think, oh, I want a big one and I want a little one, but that's probably not going to happen. So this is Fiber on a Whim Stone, but it does have a bluish cast. So there's my start. Like, I thought it was gray when I first looked at it. When you put the blue next to it, though, it goes really nice. So this is mostly, this and my Seaworthy Sampler is what I stitched on at the retreat mostly. And here are the flosses. So it is, let's see. The dress is going to be Weeks Blue Jeans. And her little band, I just want the darker blue, is Weeks Navy. And then I changed the frog color to Moss. Weeks Moss has a lot of variegation. I really like. It's one of my favorite greens. And then there was a whole controversy we were talking about at the retreat about doing her white. A lot of people weren't liking how much white that was. So some people were bringing the green, I think bringing the green down further and doing less white. And then some people, there's also, let's see, oilcloth and putty. So a lot of, in the green, there's little dots of putty. So a lot of people took this and was doing the bottom of her face with this color, and it looked really good. But because I changed the green, it didn't look as great with my green. So that gave me the idea to find, I thought, a lighter green. So I picked Broom Tree, and I really love how it's looking. I didn't realize that Broom Tree has a little bit of a light brown variegation in it. So I think it looks really natural. And then this is just a pale pink. That is Meredith's pink. Weeks Diverse Meredith's pink. So making progress on it, but this is a lot of stitching in this little one. We were all like, oh my goodness, this is not a quick one. And this is another Starry Owl Stitchery bag, a Tilda one, which I think she's got coming up this Sunday, more Tilda, which I want, but I should not get. I have a whole basket here of project bag materials to make my own. I just need to do it. Okay, that is all my whips and new starts, I think, yes. So if you need a break, you go watch something else, come back to me. I know sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just need a break and I go do other things and then come back and watch some more. My dog is sleeping right here on the bed. So cute. Okay, so let's get into, I'll go over the retreat stuff now and then I'll do haul. Okay, so like I said, when I walked in, there was a bunch of stuff on my table. So I don't think everybody brought things to give, which is totally fine, but part of my haul. There. Okay. So first of all, Shelly, who is It's Only Stitching, she was my roommate, a lovely roommate she was, very sweet, and she gave us this sampler, which I think Mrs. Flossie did. It was a sampler that, if I'm understanding this right, that Shelly had and Mrs. Flossie reproduced for her, I feel like, but I might be a little wrong on there. I know it has something to do with Shelly. It says, I'm deeply grateful to my friend Shelly for her generosity in allowing me to recreate her beautiful sampler. I also want to thank Wendy Damon, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Damon, for her beautiful model stitching. So it's by Mrs. Flossie. So she gave us that, so pretty. And then this bag that I put everything in was by Stitching by the Brook, from Stitching by the Brook. And she gave us these cute little floss drops on a barrette and some thread bling. Really pretty. I love blue and white, so that's gorgeous. Little crown. And then I guess this is a scissor, or you can put on your bag. Really pretty. I love that. Someone was telling me, so I didn't know the reason for a scissor fob. Is that what you call them? Which I think is what this is. That because it's supposed to be heavy and you're supposed to attach it to your handles. Do I have scissors here? Let's see if I have some scissors. Because I totally didn't know this. Okay, here we go. So you're supposed to attach it to the handle of your scissors like this. And that way, if you drop your scissors, okay, this heaviness is going to pull the handle down first and the point won't go into your floor and hurt your floor and your point. So, and that has happened to me numerous times with the really sharp ones. When I drop them, that goes right, because I have wood floors, right in my wood floors. So I have much more appreciation for these now. I always thought it's kind of dumb to put something heavy on there, but it's not actually. See? You don't always know what you're talking about, or at least I don't. Okay, so thank you, Brooke. Those are beautiful. Okay, and then I'm just going to pull them out a little at a time. So this one, did I know who this was by? Let me see. This is just a little thing of floss drops, some tea, and some candy. Yeah, Renee Larson, and she is not on FlossTube, but she is Prairie Stitcher 515 on Instagram. So she gave us these cute little, oh, it's pretty. It's like floss and fabric with some scissors, and it says, kindred spirits are not so scarce as I used to think, Anne Shirley. So I like how they're square. That's cool. Okay. And then, oh, this was from Celeste of Celeste Creates. So she lives in Texas. So she gave us this cute little, it says, this yo-yo was handmade by my mom many years ago. Oh, cute, with a little Texas pin in it. And then this is from Linny and Roberta from Sable Stitchers. It's a whole bunch of little frog stuff. Frog button. This cute. This is adorable. I have to put that. I need to get a frog project bag for Lily and put that on there. Where is it? Frog sticker, frog keychain. This teeny little frog. He can sit with my bigger frog over by my stitching spot. So thank you, Linny and Roberta. So cute. And Linny and Roberta took me to the airport because we weren't really going anywhere. So Krista, Wildflower Stitcher, picked me up from the airport, which was so nice of her. Because I felt bad. She was driving around that whole day picking me and another lady up. So I went back with Linny and Roberta on Sunday to the airport. Okay. This is from Laurel. I'm a Stitch Nerd, and it's a little frame and these cute floss drops. And there's some lace in here. And it says, don't forget to smile. It might make someone's day. And she was super fun. I sat next to her through most of the retreat, and she was very fun to hang out with. Super cute. Okay. And then this was just, I forget, somebody sat this on my table, and I think someone told me who it was, and I can't remember. So whoever it was, thank you. I think that looks like Texas Bluebonnets, so that's cute. And then Kim, Contented Needle Stitcher, I think she gave us this little tomato, and then one of these other things, I'm not sure exactly which thing, and then somebody gave this cute little crocheted strawberry. That might have, which I just dropped, that might have been Shelly too, I'm not sure. Because I broke some of this stuff apart, so I am not sure. And then these, I'm not sure who they're from, but it might have been Kim also. I'm not totally sure. But really pretty floss drops with our initial on it. And then this little bag. Cute for coin purse. Very cute. So that is all the goodies I received. And then I'll show you what I gave, which I was stressing out about this because I wanted to give everybody something. But like May, like I said, is so crazy for me. I did not have time to stitch. I mean, it's 21 people. My friend Michelle, Stitching by the Moon, was supposed to go. But unfortunately, she had some family, sad family things that happened and she couldn't go. So we missed her a lot. But anyway, so I was like, what am I going to do? So I have, hold on. I had gotten these little Altoid tins off Amazon for my kids in school for Stitch Club to keep their scissors and needles and stuff in because they were all over their backpack and it was kind of becoming a problem. So I thought, well, maybe I could make this into a cute little, you know, thing to hold your scissors or whatever and give them a whole little kit. So I found Colorado Cross Stitcher has a few free charts on her site. But this was a free chart and I downloaded it and she tells you what size to stitch it to fit on one of these. So I decided I'd give this and I'd give the fabric and the pattern. Did I put anything else in there? And I wrapped it up in a cute bag with like ribbon and stuff. I think that's all the ones in there. Because I figured they'd want to pick their own floss and then their own way of finishing it. So I tried painting it first and that did not come out very well. So I decoupaged some scrapbook paper on it. So here's how mine came out. This is just, I used a scrapbook, so I have a ton of scrapbooking paper. And I just traced it and cut it to the size I needed, and then I just decoupaged it on. So you just use Mod Podge, paint the Mod Podge on, stick the paper on, and then paint over top of it and smooth it, and you just do that all around. And then I decided I was going to put this on the one little hinge here. I think I put too much Mod Podge on, it broke. But I was going to put this on the outside, and then I thought, well, then it's going to get beat up in my purse or wherever I put it. So I put it on the inside, and I picked different colors than what were called for. I did more of a Lori Holt kind of look. And then I made this little, these little scissors will fit in here. My Kaharners don't, but this little just thing, and you could make this. I wanted to put walnut shells in here, so it was better for sticking needles in, but I didn't have any, and I was running out of time. So I just made it with fiberfill. Yep, so you could just keep goodies in there. It could sit like, at a cross retreat, just sit there being cute. Like I stuck my pins in it while I was stitching at the retreat. So anyway, I hope everybody liked it. So I was thinking I might do a video on how to decoupage this. I don't know if anybody's interested in that, but I could if you want. So yeah, so that's what I gave to everyone. Oh, and I realized later, because it's metal, needle minders stick to it. So that's really nice. So I put that little tomato needle minder on it. All right. So I think that was everything about this retreat. It was really fun. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Most of us flew home Sunday. Some stayed till Monday. The food was amazing. I thought it was at Boxcar Quilts, right? They have a retreat center there. The food was amazing. I think it's in Denton, Texas. And all the ladies were really nice. So it was fun. I don't do retreats much. I'm a very shy person, I guess is what you call it. I have a hard time. I'm more of like a one really good friend than a ton of friends kind of person. So it just makes me anxious. But I'm glad I did this one. It was fun. Okay. Now haul. All right, so my first bit of haul, so I'm going to do cross stitch haul, and then I'll go through quilty haul, and then that way if you're interested in quilty, you can go. Grab it. So Brooke and Krista, we're going to stitch, I'll put the picture, whatever side it goes on right here, a sampler by Quaint Rose Needle Arts, and it was done on this bright purple. So we had decided we'd order a big yard of this bright purple. I think Brooke did it, and she cut it up for us, and we just paid her for it. So this is the purple fabric, and you're seeing, hopefully, the picture, because I did upload the picture in my iMovie so I can put it in, of the sampler, and I love it. But when I got this purple, I was like, oh, Halloween would be beautiful on this as well. So I haven't started it yet. They started it there, and I didn't have the floss to start it there either, although they offered to lend me some, but I was working on Lily, so I just decided I'd wait and see, and I might use this for Halloween. I don't know. I love the sampler on it too, so I might have to just get more, right? Do them both. So we'll see. I'll take it out of the bag. It's a really pretty purple. It's Fiber on a Whim. I don't know what it's called. I forget the name of it, but this is really pretty purple, plummy purple. So stay tuned. We'll see what I do with that one. Okay, and then Fat Quarter Shop recolored Flea Market Flowers. They're calling it a patriotic color, but so I got that. I really like those colors. So I was thinking I have Flea Market Flowers started in the regular colors, but I was thinking maybe I'd do it over one and do like a mini version with these. So we'll see. And then I think I got this at Boxcar Quilts actually. Sampler Holidays Halloween, which I'm thinking that would be pretty on the purple. But I love that. I love it on the fabric it's on too. It's Early Halloween by XG Designs is the call for. And then I wanted to do, so I don't know if you've seen, if I can find a picture, I'll put the picture up here somewhere too. I never can remember which side it goes on. I think it's this side, but I'm not sure. I'll be wrong now. I'll watch it back and be like, no, every time I'm wrong. But where they do the Plum Street salt boxes, all the seasons together. So like spring, summer, winter, fall. I think that's the order they did them in. New Hampshire Stitcher, I think, just finished it and showed it. So I kind of took a picture of hers and wrote down what she said. Like she left, I think, she didn't do the whole like Polaroid looking. She just did, I think, 3 rows of right stitching around the whole thing. And then she left a certain amount of stitches in between. But I wanted to do that, and I had them all except for summer. So I got summer. I thought it looked really cute. And I couldn't have that come alone, right? So I also got, I think this was from, oh, it's an Etsy shop. I can't remember the name of it right now. But Sea Glass Cove, which would go with my Nautical Summer. That was really soft, pretty colors. And then I get the Cross Stitcher magazine, which I think I've talked about before. And like, I'm always like, I love these, but I don't know if I'll actually ever stitch anything, but it's fun to look at. So this came, it always comes with like a little kit, and this whole little kit came, the floss and fabric, and that kind of really goes with my nautical theme. I love those colors. So I think I probably will stitch this. It's really cute. And the pattern is in here, and there's just all kinds of cute things in here. This one's kind of cool. This is Kitchen Herbs. Just a lot of back stitching, which I don't mind back stitch, but I always feel like that look is a little bit old looking or dated looking when it's back stitched. There's these cute animals that if I ever did have grandkids, that'd be super cute for them. Or maybe when my kids in school get better at it, they could do it. I really like this one. This was Coastal Cottage by, who's it by? What does it say? Or I'm missing it. What was that? That was really pretty. Yeah, so lots of cute things in there. Oh, I love these. These are Brews to Bloom. So they're like little teacups with flowers in them. I love that one. That'd be cute in the kitchen. And then this is cute, but not really my decor style, but it is really cute. It is Beachcomber Bliss. And you put all these in this little box. Which if you live in Florida and have a real beachy decor, that'd be cool for all year. So yeah, so there's a lot of cute stuff in there. Okay, and then this is going to be one of my new starts. Hold on, let me find it. For Halloween, I saw, let me think of her name. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name. I watch her all the time. It'll come to me. But this pattern she's been working on. By Autumn Lane Stitchery. It's a Halloween pattern. Hold on. Okay. One of them is called Haunted Hollow and one is Witch's Hollow. I don't know why they're called different things, but it's this pattern. Ever since she showed it last year, I've been wanting to stitch it. And so I ordered the fabric, and sometimes you order the fabric and you're like, eh. But this is the call for is Bestitch Me Pumpkin Patch, and it is gorgeous. Look at how pretty an orange that is. Oh my gosh. So I need to go somewhere and get the flosses and get that one kitted up, because I'm going to start that I think on June 1st. It's so pretty, and it's going to take forever, years, because it's like all of that is stitching except for the orange. So it's a ton of stitching. Helen D. I remember Helen D was working on this. But oh my gosh, I love it so much. So what did I get? I got 32 count. So yeah, so that will be a start for Stitch Halloween in June, for sure. And then these have been a while ago, but I got for market release, The Earth Laughs. And I'm in the Good Old Days Club, so I have my April and May. I need to get the main piece for up at the top. I haven't done that yet. And then La-Di-Da, I forget why I ordered this from somewhere. Auspicious Hope in Thy Sweet Garden Grows, Wreaths for each toil and charms for every woe. So it's called Auspicious Hope. I thought that was really pretty. And then the last Primrose release, I got like everything. So I want to do these in little pillows. Oh, I have to show my baskets. Kim, I just remembered because I'm going to put this up by those baskets. So, okay, I'm going to show this, then I'm going to go get those. And then what's this one? Stitching quilts. Because in here, I'm kind of doing all little tomato-y kind of stitching theme, those colors. So let me grab. So I had told the story in my last one, and then I never showed the baskets. I had another tomato-y piece, which my friend Kim, Contented Needle Stitcher, said, you should finish it on like a box, I think she said. So I went online, I was looking for boxes, and then I ended up getting into seeing old vintage sewing baskets, and I totally forgot about the box, and that one has not been finished yet. But I ordered these two vintage sewing baskets. I think they were from like JCPenney's back in the day. So let me show you. And what got me was they're this tomato-y red. So they look so cute up on my shelf up there. Maybe I'll post a picture of the shelf. So my plan is I have a big dough bowl up in front of them, and I'm going to do all of these I thought as pillows, and put it in the dough bowl in front of them, and all those colors will just look really cute together. So that's the first one I got. And then I also got this bigger rectangular one. I just thought they were so cute. Like, I don't need anything else in here, but I had to have them. But then I had to stop. I had to get off of Etsy. And I found this whole bag of old thread of my mother-in-law, so I just put that in there. But yeah, here's the inside. Yeah, so anyway, a little storage, a little display. So there we go, Kim. Those are the baskets that you inspired me to buy. All right, back to regular haul. Okay, and then I'm in the, it's like, I don't know if it's quarterly or bi-quarterly, but the hometown houses. This one is Cherry House, so got that. By Lori Hope. And then on there's a Stitchers group on Facebook where you find out about Hands Across the Sea stuff earlier. Okay, hold on. This is the floss pack for all the stitchy Primrose Cottage stitches. Okay, so Hands Across the Sea, their Queen of the May, I got, where is she? She's in here. Because I need to get fabric for her still. And I was going to get it, I thought if Boxcar had it, but they only had little bits of fabric, and you need a giant piece for this. So I had taken it with me, but I couldn't get it. All right, so Queen of the May was available early to the people in this Facebook group. And you got, with your order, you got these cute little fabric pieces with it that you can make into a project bag or whatever you wanted, I guess. So you got 2 if you ordered through that group. So I did that. And then I have a 40 count piece of Brea, which I'm sure was for something, and I don't remember what right now. And you also got this little card. So yeah, so I have to get some fabric to start this one. All right, and I think the rest is all quilty. Yes, it is. So that's all the cross stitch I have for you. So if you are not into quilting stuff, thank you for watching this long. And I'll see you next month sometime. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a second. Don't go. I forgot. For cross stitch, though, I'm going to be having a video coming up for Stitch Halloween in June, which I'll put my little graphic up here. So about 3 years ago, I think I started this where I did hashtag Stitch Halloween in June, which I've always tried to think of a smaller hashtag, but that's all I can come up with. Because everybody's doing Stitch Christmas in July, and I am more into Halloween, so I decided to do Stitch Halloween in June. So if you love Halloween also, I understand a lot of people don't, it's fine, but if you do, and you want to stitch along, if you want to post that hashtag, then we can all see what everybody's stitching. Yeah, and I'm going to have a video coming out here in a day or two all about it and everything, and showing you. I'm going to do a whole whip parade of all my Halloween whips, just to kind of inspire you. I kind of do this every year, so it's probably a lot of the same whips, but anyway. Okay, now I'm going to go into quilting. All right, so when I ordered that stuff from Primrose, they always had the cutest fabric bundles, and they had this one last year and I wanted it, and I couldn't believe they still had it this year, so I got it. Super cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's adorable. And then, oh, this is something I made, so I don't think I showed this yet. I got a new sewing machine, which I had talked about, that's been giving me kind of fits and starts with it. It's a Juki DX 4000. It was a really good price for how nice of a sewing machine it is, how high tech. So it kind of took the place of my old Bernina and my Juki at a fraction of the price of a Bernina. But it's very particular, and if you do anything wrong, it doesn't like it. So I've been fighting with it a good bit. Luckily, I got it from Juki Junkies, and Boki, I think she's their daughter or whatever. Anyway, she has been helping me a lot. She gave me a number I could just text her problems I'm having, and she just answers me back, and so it's been great, because there's been a lot of things. Like I just ruined my bobbin case, because when I put it back in, I put it in a little wrong, and then I went to sew and it hit it and made a hole in it. So she helped me with how to fix that, and just all kinds of things. So the customer service is fabulous. It's just a very particular machine, and I've been using just the regular Juki 2010Q, which is fabulous. It just only does straight stitch, and I wanted to not have 2 machines sitting here. I have my Bernina and my Juki, because Bernina I need to do, like, when I have to do applique or whatever, and I need a zigzag stitch. So I just wanted one machine, and so this does everything that those did, and a little more. Like my Bernina was really old. Like I got it when I started quilting, so it's like 20 some years old. So it didn't have the needle down function and all that. So this has all that, and it has a bigger throat space even than my Juki 2010Q, which I'd love to do a little machine quilting. And my Juki 2010Q was not working for machine quilting free motion because my dog had knocked it on the floor when we moved in, and she did something to it. I got it fixed twice, and it still would not machine quilt well. So there were a couple things I was dissatisfied with both machines. So I thought if I could get one machine that did most of what I wanted, great. And so I love it for that, but it is particular. Like it'll just not work for some reason. I have to figure it out. So yeah. Anyway, but we're getting to be better friends. But this was the first thing I worked on making. And I think I did show this, but it might have been in a quilty video. This Halloween pillow. It's a Urban Chicks kitty corn line. Ooh, I remembered that. Look at that. And then I do a zipper back with this flap. I saw this from Sherry and Chelsea. Sherry actually on A Quilting Life. She has a YouTube video on how to do this, and it's super easy. I love it, and I think it looks so nice with that flap. So made that. Okay, and then I joined the Shabby Fabrics Chilling with My Snowmies block of the month because I love it, you know, in January to decorate with snowmen. So I thought that'd be super cute to have up. It is by the Quilt Factory. How big is it? 60 by 77 inch quilt, and it's all fusible applique. That's why I love Shabby Fabrics. They have all the fusible applique, and then you buy the thread pack to go with it, so you can just top stitch it down. So that's my first month, and then my second month came, and it's this cute guy and the star. So yeah, that was fun. Okay, let's see what else. It's always such a mess after videos. All right, got some stuff at Boxcar. I'll show you there in a minute. And then I also got, I was watching a Missouri Star Quilt Company video, and I don't know that I'm going to make the quilt they made. It's a star quilt she did. I have all this dropped. But she used this Star Spangled Beauty by Kimmerbell, and I just thought it was so pretty. It's patriotic colors, but it's not like patriotic. There's no patriotic images or anything in it. So, such a mess. I got that, and then I got this for the border and this like for a binding maybe. So I got to decide what I'm going to do with that. And then Erica Arndt has been doing her own fabric lines, and I have gotten them all. I love them, but they are hard to get. So she'll come out with a fabric line, and she self-produces it, and her family cuts it up and everything. It's not from Moda or Riley Blake or anything. So she only has a little bit. So if you want it, you have to go on immediately when she says it's available. So far I've been lucky. And as long as you go on, I think within the first like 15 minutes, you can usually get it. But this is her latest one. It's called, what's it called? Something Heritage, I think. But it's all red, white, and blue, but it's that like cherry print. So cherry print. I just love her backgrounds. I just think her prints are so pretty. She always does like this graphic seed kind of print, and lots of gorgeous ginghams, more cherries. She had a quilt kit. Usually she has a fat quarter bundle and a quilt kit, so for her new quilt, but I wasn't sure if I was going to make that, and I kind of wanted to spend less this time. Usually I get the quilt kit because it comes with border fabric and all that, so even if you don't make it, you get a lot more fabric, but it's also a lot more expensive. So I just went with the fat quarter bundle this time. Pretty dots. I mean, just beautiful prints. I just love them. This one you can't see, but it's got teeny little pink flowers. And that cool graphic print again. This is little stars, not dots. So pretty. So I don't know what I'm going to make with this yet. I could still make her quilt. I would just have to find other border fabric. But I don't think I will. I think it's another one of those picture quilts, and I'm just not really in the mood for that. I have not used any of what I've gotten of hers yet. I need to make one of them. I got the sewing themed one last time, and I got the whole quilt kit, and I'm just sitting here. I want to get to it, but just not enough time. Oh, look at that one. So pretty. I love the blues. Shocker. So yeah, if you love this fabric, and she has a couple browns, you know, subscribe to her. She's Confessions of a Homeschooler. So she's under two things, confessionsofahomeschooler.com. And she has her patterns and all her she has cross stitch patterns and all kinds of bag patterns, all of that on that website, quilt patterns, but she also has like homeschooling stuff on there. So it's all on one website. But then on YouTube, I think she's just Erica Arndt on YouTube and Instagram. But anyway, if you type in one of those, you'll find her. And she has all kinds of fabulous quilt videos, crochet. She just does everything. I don't know how she has the time. But I love her stuff. So she will announce when a fabric line's coming, and then she'll announce it on her Instagram. And if you get over there right away, you can get it. But I love it. Okay. And then I joined the Lori Holt Fat Quarter Club through Fat Quarter Shop. So I got my first one. Gorgeous, because I was starting to run low. I think I said last time, I've been making this big king size Lori Holt quilt, and I've been really going through my stash. So I got that. And then I also, like, I love all the bright cheery colors for like spring and summer, but come fall, I kind of feel like more of a Kim Deal look. So my goal is to try to get, you know, do all my Lori Holts and all my bright and my like Quilting Life quilts, all my bright colors for summer and spring. And then in the fall, switch over to reproductions and Kim Deal kind of colors. So this is the reproduction Fat Quarter Club, because I do not have many reproduction prints at all, and my quilt shop does not carry that much. So I thought this would be a good thing. They carry some, but just, you know, it's hard to carry everything. So this is featuring Carolina by Joe Morton for Andover Fabrics. So yeah, so I got that, and then plans and kind of haul. I plan on starting, well, I have a little more haul here from Boxcar. I'll show you that in a second. I want to start the Cozy Cottage Block of the Month. It's just starting now by Heather Briggs and Mysa Quilty Life. So I got the kit. So I have all the patterns, and this is the whole kit of fabric. This was like a birthday present. My kids gave me an Etsy gift card, and I was like, oh, I know what I'm getting with that. So for my birthday. So that was my birthday present. So I need to, she just had the first like starting video, and then she has to put up the block videos. But she does a great job with those blocks of the month. So I want to start that. Oh, let me show you the Boxcar stuff, then I'll show you a couple of my finished quilt tops. Okay, at Boxcar, I just got a few things of fabric. I loved these for my nautical kind of theme. So I might make a table runner for my family room, or pillows or something. Or even, it goes with the colors in my kitchen too, so I don't know. But I thought these were cute. Little prints. I don't know who they're by. Sandy Toes by Anita Jerem, it looks like, for Clothworks. So they're by Clothworks. Sandy Toes is the one, if you like it. So I thought I might mix in some gray and make a table runner. I have like a little side table in my family room, so we'll see. But I thought those were cute. And then I just love this little mushroom print back quarter of that. And I love this. It's like a 2 pink dots. So I got 2 yards. I thought for a background that would be really pretty for something. And then this, for that same table I was just talking about, the little side table. Well, it's not little. It's like 60 by 17, I think. They had this table runner. And I decorate in there for Halloween, like really vintage Halloween with like grays and blacks and oranges. So I got enough to make a, I just have to make a table runner for that side table. And all you have to do, these edges are finished. You just have to sew a hem on that edge. And that's what I'm going to do. So that'll be really cute. So I got a whole bunch of it for that. Really easy table runner. Okay, and that is all of my quilty haul. So I got a quilt back from the quilter. I made this a year or 2 ago. It is a swoon quilt, and it's all with fig tree fabrics. It's her, all the kind of springy ones. I can't remember the name. Ellie and Ollie, I think, is one. I mixed 2 different lines and then just pulled different colors. And one of her lines that has the strawberry in it, Chantilly maybe? So I'm going to try to back you up and back up and show you the whole quilt. Hold on one sec. Sorry for the moving. Okay. So, show you like quarters of it. So there is that part. Here's that side. And then here's the back. I use this big roses on the back, and she did a Baptist fan quilting, which the backs you can always see that a little better. So I would say I'll try to do a picture and put it in here, which maybe I'll try, but it's been raining here a lot, so to get a picture I have to like stand out in the front stoop and hold it up and have somebody take one, and we have no roof there and it's raining, or hang it out back over the deck, but once again it's raining, so that probably won't happen. But there it is, really happy with it. And then I thought I'm gonna stop because I can't remember if I got binding because it's so long ago. So I stopped at Tiny Stitches and got this stripe for the binding. The lady there was like, oh, you should do it on the bias, that'd be cute. And I'm like, yeah, I like that idea. So it's a fig tree stripe, so it goes perfect. Yeah, so, and I dropped off a Tula pink quilt that I made ages ago with my quilter. So that'll be the next one I pick up. Basically what I do is I have like probably 20, 25 quilts from all the years that have not been quilted yet in my cupboard upstairs. So every time I go to pick one up, I just take another one. Whatever one I happen to have a backing ready for is usually what I take. And this one I've had ready for a couple years. It's actually my own design, just because I couldn't find what I wanted. It's really cute, but anyway, so that'll be the next one I get back from her. And then I showed this in my quilty video, but if you didn't watch my quilty vlog, you wouldn't have seen it. This was for Jolly Bar Day. This was a Lori Holt table runner pattern that I made into a square table mat kind of quilt. Because my table's round, so I put a square one on, and I did corners like that. And I just kind of, it was a pinwheel table runner with just a regular border. But I have a round table, so I couldn't use that. So I just used the fabrics from the Jolly Bar and made it a square instead. So I don't know if I'm going to have my quilt. I didn't have backing ready, or I would have taken that yesterday in my quilter. But I'm wondering if I can quilt it on here. I want to try, because I don't know, I might try. I'm going to practice a little bit. They recommend a low tension bobbin case to do free motion quilting on this. So I ordered that, and that's coming. So we'll see. I'm going to practice first. I definitely won't do this first, but if the practice goes well, I might quilt this myself. We'll see. Is that everything I have? Let me move you closer. I think so. I think so. Let me check my thing here. Oh, I know. I was going to talk about Stitch Halloween in June. Okay, so I'll have another video coming out explaining it all, but basically it's just stitch anything Halloween you want in June. New starts, whips, whatever you want. So either today or tomorrow, I'm going to record a video with the whip parade and maybe just show some patterns, kind of give you inspiration, and kind of talk about what I'm going to do for the month, and we'll see then if I do it. I don't know, April, May, June, I start really getting in a Halloween mood. I don't know if it's because the fabric lines start coming out or what, but I just love it. And I'll be in Halloween mood now until Halloween gets here. And then usually like the last 2 weeks of October, I'm like done. I'm ready to move on to Christmas. So by the time Halloween gets here, I'm not really usually in a Halloween mood. But yeah, I will be doing a video. And in that next video, I'll link my Halloween house tour below. Or you can just look it up on my channel if you're interested in watching it. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great beginning to your June. I'll come back probably maybe in 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, but sometime in June to show you what I've been working on. And I'll probably have more quilty vlog videos coming up since I'm home now for the summer. I think those are kind of fun to do. So anyway, have a great beginning of June, and I'll see you in a bit. Bye.